Are you a cheap-ass do-it-yourselfer that thinks registering your own LLC is a great idea? Think again. My name is Bobby Casey. I am the founder of BusinessAnywhere.io, and I've spent the past 20 plus years of my life doing consultations for tax consulting, residency planning, company structure, asset protection, and privacy planning, helping clients get their businesses and their life structured for these topics. And I can tell you without a doubt, one of the biggest mistakes I see when it comes to structuring your business is the do-it-yourselfer that thinks they know what they're doing and they register it themselves. I can tell you also, this is a hot topic on Reddit, and I see this all the time on Reddit where people are saying, just register the LLC yourself. Don't pay the money to a service. You don't need to have a third-party registered agent. You can be your own registered agent. Just use your home or office address. This is the number one biggest problem I see when it comes to company structure is using yourself as the registered agent and using your home or office address for your registered address. Why? Because that address and your name in public record permanently associates you with that business, with you personally, and with that home or business address. It becomes a permanent record. Even 20 years later, if the company is shut down, people can still do a Secretary of State search and find your name, your home address, phone number, email, the name of the business, everything. It's all public record forever and ever. And people don't really understand why that's a bad thing. They think, well, I'll save the 100 or 200 bucks a year. I don't need to spend that kind of money on registering my business. Well, first of all, I want you to think about this just from a logical perspective. You don't want to spend an extra couple $100 to register your company in the correct way. This is a company you're investing time, money, and energy in that's meant to be your livelihood, maybe even a company that blows up that you can sell for millions later down the road. You don't think it makes sense to spend a couple $100 extra to make sure it's done the right way from the beginning? It makes no sense. People buy car insurance to protect themselves from car accidents, but they won't pay a little bit of extra money to register their company in the right way. It's a silly mindset. I can give you a few examples where this has created a major problem. I had a client a couple of years ago. He was in Florida. He had a company that did supplements. They sold supplements online, and he was a cheap-ass do-it-yourselfer who registered his own company in the Florida Secretary of State website, Florida SunBiz, and he said, I don't want to spend the 200 bucks a year for registered agent service. I'm just going to register it myself on the SunBiz website and use my home address in there. So he registered it himself. His home address is in there in public record forever. His name, his wife's name, his email address, and his phone number. Well, fast forward a couple of years, he ended up getting sued by a class action attorney who went after them for some claim on their product. It doesn't matter, but they sued them. And when they found the company information on the SunBiz website, they said, well, we have this guy and this woman attached to the company. We have their home address, their phone number. So they ended up naming them personally on the lawsuit and claimed negligence as the principal owners of the business. So they were named personally as well as the business was named in the lawsuit. And now the process servers are knocking on their door at home, interrupting family time to deliver legal documents whenever a new thing happened in the court. Well, the guy ended up losing the lawsuit because they named him personally, and he lost several $100,000. I think it was like $400,000 or $500,000. Well, to contrast that, I had another client who came to me that he was an existing client. The first one was not an existing client. He came to me to fix the problem, and I told him we couldn't fix the problem because it had already happened, but we could correct it for the future. I had another client that come to me who was an existing client who had a very similar situation. He also had a supplement business. He also lived in Florida, except we registered that company for him. So in public record, his name was nowhere associated with it. Neither was his family's names, his phone number, his email, his address. Nothing was associated with the business in public record. The only thing they could find in public record was our address as the registered agent and as the organizer of the company. So when the class action lawyer sued his company, they couldn't attach him personally. They could only go after the company. And when they did, they sent us as the registered agent the notice, the lawsuit notice, which we delivered to him. Now, he decided through receiving, consultations, he decided that he was going to hold off on responding because the way it works with class action lawyers is they don't get paid until they win a lawsuit. And so during the time, if they're working, they're putting in billable hours to sue you, they're working for free until the hope that one day there's, a pot of gold at the end of the rainbow that they can collect from. Well, he's thought he was going to prolong the situation and eventually that class action lawyer would give up because they were not getting paid. And it turned out that's exactly what happened. He waited a few months, never responded to any of their demands, and eventually that law firm, they just went away. They gave up because they were no longer they weren't getting paid for their legal time they were spending going after him. Now, I'm not saying that's definitely the right solution for you. It just happened to be the right solution for this particular client. But it illustrates the point that they were not able to go after him personally or his family personally. They were not able to come to his home to deliver process serving documents. So it's just a terrible idea to register the business. So first of all, within the filing itself, there are many things you can do to make mistakes when it comes to registering that company. There are a lot of options with most Secretary of States, and if you want to do it correctly, you have a choice. You can go research it using Google or ChatGPT or something like that. To research it, you're going to spend some time, energy, which is taking time away from your productive time, or you could hire a professional service that actually knows what they're doing, that registers companies every single day. And two, if you use a professional service to register your company, your public information will not be available in permanent public record. So I would encourage you, spend a little bit of extra money to get your company registered the right way. And BusinessAnywhere.io is a registered agent in all 50 states, plus Washington, D.C. and Puerto Rico. We actually do registered agent service for free in the first year. We register your company for free. Registered agent service in the first year is free. You only pay to renew ongoing after that. And we value your privacy, and we do not disclose any information in public record that's not legally required. So I hope this helps you when it comes to getting your business registered in the right way going forward. If you have any more questions, you can reach out to us on our website at BusinessAnywhere.io. Have a great day.